World powers tangle in postseason play. Friday night, number 7 South Carolina battles 9th-ranked Oklahoma State in the Gator Bowl. And next Tuesday night, number 4 Nebraska takes on 12th-ranked LSU in the Sugar Bowl. The college football excitement continues on ABC Sports.
An ABC News Business Brief. Now from New York, Stephen Gear.
Good evening. If there was any doubt that Christmas ends tonight, consider this. The IRS begins sending out income tax forms tomorrow. Some workers did get Christmas bonuses, but a new study says the average bonus was no bigger than last year's. Women employees could use some extra cash, according to another study, which finds that on average, women are paid less than men in every field. And another report concluded that the soft drink and tobacco industries were the most profitable during the last 5 years. Harrods is taking out an ad in the New York Times urging Americans to go to London to shop. The store says the buying power of the dollar will save shoppers more than enough to cover the airfare. New York financial markets were closed today. That's Business Brief. I'm Stephen Gear.
Bigger and better than ever, Texas. No payments till June at Kemp Ford Isuzu. $4 million worth of inventory must go by January 1st to save additional flooring and tax charges. It's simple. You can purchase any one of over 468 new or used vehicles and forget about a January, February, March, April, and May car payment. No new car payments, no used car payments, no payments, period, till June 1985. But only for 5 days at Kemp Ford Isuzu. Don't miss it.
Traffic accident victim.
Get him to room 3, stat.
In the past year alone, El Paso County had over 6,800 traffic accident injuries and over 70 deaths.
He's coming around. He's got spontaneous respirations. We've got a good rhythm. Let's take him to ICU, please.
Vista Hills Medical Center wants to remind you, use your seatbelts. And please, if you drink, don't drive. Vista Hills Medical Center, the hospital of East El Paso.
In El Paso, the ones to watch are Kim Lamb and Roy Ortega at 10 o'clock on News 7.
A tragic Christmas Day fire in suburban Chicago takes 8 lives in a hotel for the elderly. That story tonight on News 7 at 10.
May the joy of the season be yours today and always from all of us at KVIA TV Channel 7.
kids. I love Crest more than this, more than this, more than this, and more than this. Crest and good checkups is like peanut butter and jelly.
Every year, more kids get great checkups with Crest than any other toothpaste.
Aren't your kids the best? Crest gives me good checkups. Aren't your kids worth Crest? Since George Washington had false teeth, I don't think he used Crest.
Hope we're going to a New Year's Eve party.
I'd prefer an office party.
I want to go to a school Christmas party.
McDonald's Chicken McNuggets 20-pack, the life of any holiday party.
How do I look?
Delicious. Golden brown is your color.
Whoopee! Let's go to a sleigh ride party.
It's a good time for the great taste.
Parties, parties. That's all you 20-packs ever think of.
McDonald's.
Time for McDonald's gift certificates. 50 cents each or book of 10 for $5.
I can't believe this is just for us. I was expecting a full house.
Well, it's not every day my father-in-law gets to be on the cover of Glitter magazine.
Well, it's not every day we have the world's greatest escape artist retiring, either.
As you are well aware, the straitjacket escape is a fairly standard item in the world of escape artists.
Hayden the Magnificent, however, prefers to do nothing in the standard way, as he is about to prove.
With the help of my son, Ty.
Sam, he's not coming out.
That's as good as anything I've ever seen.
He's absolutely amazing.
He's that all right. That and more.
Cost me $200.
Yeah, but he was in.
Yeah, he was in with his eyes closed.
In a straitjacket, surrounded by rings of fire, and he escaped.
Well, he certainly had motivation.
You're right.
Morning, all.
Morning.
Hi.
Good morning. Look, these are some of the ideas we thought we could use on the Hayden the Magnificent story.
We're having our first real interview with him this evening.
Only this time without the straitjacket and the fire.
Good. Well, I'll read this afternoon. Earl and Terry, I think I've got something interesting for you.
Who's that?
That's what everyone wants to know and what you and Earl are going to find out. Who is Turner Jones?
Oh, yeah. Why did William P. Broderick leave him a fortune in his will?
Not a fortune, really. A controlling interest in Broderick's corporation.
Which is probably worth several fortunes.
But I thought the will that he filed was a fake.
It's being contested. That doesn't mean it's a fake. But if he is a crackpot, I want Glitter to be the first to know.
And if it turns out he's legit?
He'll be one of the richest men in the world, and hopefully you two will have been very nice to him.
Well, I'm going to be nice.
I just love these things, don't you? They're such a challenge.
Oh, thank you, Donald. Anyway, it was about 8 o'clock at night, and there he was, William Broderick, getting mugged on the corner of 3rd and Vermont.
You recognized him?
No, all I knew then was that some old man was getting the stuffing beat out of him by 2 punks. Would you like some champagne?
No, thanks.
So, I jump out of my car, and I rush over to see if I can help. And there we were, us against the 3 of them.
2 of them?
Huh?
You said there were 2 punks before.
3. Big Hummers, too. So then one of them pulls out a knife, right? I kick it out of his hand, karate style, and in 2 seconds, they're running like a bat out of hell. So I packed Bill into my car.
Bill?
Oh, yeah. He'd like me to call him Bill. I drove him over to my place, bandaged him up, gave him a nice clean shirt. Next thing I know, he's rewriting his will right there on the kitchen table.
So when Broderick wrote in his will to Turner Jones in the belief that the compassion and selflessness he demonstrated on the evening of November 29th, 1983 should be both rewarded and utilized, I hereby bequeath, et cetera, et cetera.
Yeah, I told him it was no big deal, you know, but he refused to listen. What a guy. Oh, Donald, I'd appreciate you wrapping this up for me, would you? And throw in a couple of rolls, right? Yeah, they treat me real good here.
So what do you do? For a living, what do you do?
Oh, this and that, a little buying, a little selling, a little investing, you know, whatever it takes. Personally, punching time clocks is not my style.
I take it you're not married.
Divorced. Twice.
Kids?
Yeah, I had one once, but not anymore. I hope that does it for the questions. I really gotta run. I hope you change your mind about those candidates. Personally, I think the more pictures you have in an article, the better it is. But, hey, what do I know? Oh, thank you. That's his. See ya.
Well, Earl, Good Samaritan or hoaxster? What do you think?
I think Mr. Hardwick is going to wonder what army we just took to lunch.
This is one of our main storerooms where we keep our illusions.
Oh, look at this.
Great.
This is like the playroom for an overgrown child. What's this do?
Magic.
Aha!
Look at this.
You know, I can understand why after 30 years, this is a hard world for Hayden to give up.
Hi.
Are they okay in here?
They're not really there.
Oh. Good night, guys. All right, good night. Oh, Doctor, I'm really sorry. I didn't,
Don't worry, it just snaps right back on. Just, put it anywhere.
Okay, that's scared me to death.
What was I saying about an overgrown child?
Stop it.
Joseph and Ty are working back here. Come on.
Seconds. Come on, Ty. Could be life and death. Work the cuffs.
Try it, Dad. It's just
No excuses. Do it.
Come on, Ty. They won't open.
20 seconds. You're dead.
It's not my fault the springs didn't work. There's something wrong with the cuffs.
Right. These cuffs are jammed. Miller.
They were fine when I put them on him. If they jam now, it's because he's not working them the way they're supposed to be worked. I'll show you.
Perfect. Look, I don't pay you to dispute me. I pay you to rig these stunts right.
Joseph, we have guests.
Oh, Mr. Dillon.
How are you?
Simpson. Nice to see you again.
Problems, I guess, huh?
Oh, nothing we can't overcome.
Up until now, I've let my father handle most of the escapes. Maybe I'm too old to learn.
Nonsense. I was the best. You're going to be the best.
Then with your retirement tomorrow night, are we to assume that Ty will take your place?
There are only a few things of real meaning a man may pass along to his children. Two of those are his knowledge and his name. In this case, I'm very proud to say that I'm passing those along to the only man capable of following in my footsteps. My son.
Dad and I have talked about it a lot. The illusions are fine, but it's the escapes that bring the people in.
Escapes?
Ty.
To see a man face death and survive through his wit, his strength, his cunning.
Is this an exclusive for the magazine? I mean, are we looking at the next world's greatest escape artist here?
Let me show you something. Miller?
What, oh, this is the bed of death, right?
Oh, you've heard about it.
Oh, yeah. What I've heard is that it's very dangerous.
Very. The escape artist is handcuffed to the bed. The rope takes 20 seconds to burn through, bringing down 500 pounds of spikes.
This is your farewell escape, huh?
Now, this is your exclusive. My son will be performing the escape. First time anywhere.
I'm impressed.
Ty, you haven't done anything.
I've been practicing for a couple weeks. Dad's been coaching me.
Excuse me.
Lynn, wait a second.
Well, the bed of death is certainly worthy of its name.
Well, why don't I show you around the rest of our little workshop? Sure. You know, you'd make a lovely assistant. Suppose I could saw you in half sometime?
Mr. Miller, excuse me. Why is Mrs. Hayden so upset? I mean, it's just a stunt, right?
Wrong. And she knows it.
Then
her husband just agreed to commit suicide, that's all.
The softness and April freshness of this in every drop.
A cap that doesn't drip like this does.
Low price too. Come on.
It's true. We took this big Downy and poured all its softness and April freshness into this little bottle 1/3 the size. Introducing new triple concentrated Downy. Neat new pour spout and a revolutionary new no drip cap. See, the Downy goes back in the bottle, not down the side.
Works like my Downy.
With 1/3 as much.
Same Downy softness. Same April freshness.
A no drip cap.
And costs less than regular Downy.
We want it.
April Fresh Downy. Regular and new triple concentrated.
After 18 tough holes on a hot afternoon, you'd probably think a guy like me would shower with a deodorant soap. Not a chance. I'm Keith Fergus, and I made a break from deodorant soaps years ago. A clean break with Ivory. Look inside. Ivory's a basic, natural soap to give you an honest clean. And I like that. What I don't like are soaps that cover up clean with deodorant or heavy perfumes. I don't want that stuff all over me. And I use deodorant anyway. With Ivory, I feel like there's nothing on me but clean. I can feel it. I can smell it. I call that an honest clean.
Make a clean break. With Ivory, no soap can get you cleaner.
Does this sign my ball, too?
Sure.
No matter what your game.
Football?
Wednesday, when Colt goes to Hong Kong.
Hope this works, kid.
A coffin full of treasure leads to a busload of deadly spies on the Fall Guy. Then, enter the hottest playground under the sun.
You are going to have the time of your life.
James Coburn, Valerie Perrine, George Hamilton, and Kim Novak. They're all players in the most seductive game in town, Malibu. Tomorrow.
Industries. I am not pleased that you are dignifying Mr. Jones's little escapade by doing a story on him. But at least you did take the time to hear my side of it.
I take it everyone here has met.
Yes, I've met Mr. Jones. But But I have nothing to say to liars.
Wait a minute, Madam President. That sounds like slander to me.
And what you're doing is fraud. And I fully intend to sue once this so-called will of yours has proven to be a fake. Goodbye, Miss Randolph. Mr. Tobin.
I hope you take whatever she told you about me with a grain of salt. Ms. Byrne has taken this thing about the will very personally. She seems to think I'm going to fire her once I get control of the board of directors.
Will you?
First chance I get.
What can we do for you?
For starters, you can sign this contract granting you legal rights to my life story. And then you can pay me $6,000.
Whoa. We did not offer to buy your story. You gave it to us.
An oversight, which I'm about to remedy.
Turner, we don't have to sign this, and we're not going to. Sorry.
No, I'm sorry. Because I genuinely liked you two. And I like glitter. But you're not the only magazine on the newsstands. Ciao.
Why would he offer to sell his story for $6,000 when he is about to inherit a company that is worth 1 million times that?
Earl, you're wanted on the phone, line 12, Tim Parker at the courthouse.
Thanks.
Here's what you wanted on the late William Broderick.
Any chance for an abridged version?
Sure. No, Broderick did not report being mugged to the police. In fact, his encounters with the police were limited to 3 traffic violations and 1 battery charge, which was ultimately dropped. He slugged a reporter.
Was he hospitalized?
The reporter?
Broderick.
Only twice in his life. Once when he was 9 years old and had meningitis, and once just last month. That's when he died. In short, he received no medical attention on or after the night he was mugged.
You're saying our hero wasn't a hero.
Thanks, Tim. That was the call. Looks like we're going to be giving our Good Samaritan the bad news.
Thanks, Shelley.
Oh, hi, Lynn. Come on in.
Oh, I'm sorry. You're busy.
Oh, no, that's all right. I'm just finishing up some notes from last night. Please, sit down.
Thank you.
Well, you seemed pretty upset the last time I saw you.
I am upset. Joseph, my father-in-law, well, he wasn't entirely honest with you about that escape that he wants Ty to do. It has been done before. Well, at least it's been attempted before by an escape artist that nobody even remembers anymore.
You mean it killed him?
Kate, the bed of death isn't just a trick. It literally is a life or death situation, and it requires absolute calm under pressure. A faulty handcuff, a split second of panic. It's just that it's never been done on stage before. At least not successfully.
And you're afraid the same thing might happen to your husband?
Yes.
Oh, Lynn. Surely it'll all be checked out. Everything will be working.
I know that. Ty's done it before. I mean, several times. Just in rehearsals. Well, like I said, this isn't just a trick, Kate. It's... Well, whether or not the escape works depends entirely on the escape artist, and...
And you don't think he's ready for it? No. But your father-in-law wouldn't knowingly jeopardize his son's life.
Well, no, of course he wouldn't. I know that. Joseph isn't the problem. It's just...
Well, what is the problem?
It's Ty.
What about him?
Well...
Hey, listen, have you seen this? Oh, I'm sorry. Excuse me. Mrs. Hayden, how are you?
You remember Sam?
Yes. Well, I can see that you're very busy right now. And...
No, listen, please, don't leave on my account.
I shouldn't have come anyway. Thank you very much.
Lynn, wait.
Oh, what was that? I have a feeling my timing's not all that super. What's going on?
I think there's more to the Hayden story than meets the eye.
Bobby!
about to call you.
You were?
Yeah. I wanted to apologize for any misunderstanding I may have caused this afternoon. You see, I needed some quick cash for a friend, and selling my story to you guys was the first thing I thought of.
And what was the second thing you thought of?
My life story is going to be a made-for-TV movie. I'm meeting with the producer in half an hour at the Polo Lounge.
Well, we can't help but wonder if you're going to tell him all things you failed to tell us.
Huh?
We turned up a few things at the courthouse. You've been hauled into small claims court how many times? 7.
6. And found not guilty in every case.
According to the testimony, you have more angles than an octagon, Turner. You run more alleged businesses than the Better Business Bureau can count.
Now, just a minute, sweetheart.
You seem to be all things to all people. Sometimes a fast-talking salesman, other times what? A smooth-talking old man? Whatever it takes to get something for nothing out of people, at least that's how it looks. Are we wrong?
Hello. Yeah, I have the money, but I can't... Molly, I can't talk right now. Well, of course I'll be there. Yeah, tonight, just like always. Right, I'll see you then. All right, listen. Maybe you could say I give people the opportunity to display their gullibility, huh? But that has nothing to do with Broderick's will.
Maybe not, but this does. Seems you've gotten a few parking tickets in the last 2 years, Turner. And you know what? You got one on November 29th, 1983 at 7:43 p.m. in Reseda.
So?
So, how could you have been saving William Broderick from being mugged at 3rd and Vermont when your car was parked 30 miles away just 15 minutes earlier?
I drive real fast. Look, you gotta leave. I have an appointment.
Turner, we're gonna find out the truth eventually. So why don't you just come clean with it?
Good afternoon. No? Make that goodbye.
Come on, fellas, let's get it set. Come on, put some muscle behind it. Attaboy.
Miller, you check the cuffs, locks, springs.
They're perfect.
And we'll check them again. Triple check them. It's a matter of life or death. Can't afford any more of your little slip-ups.
Get off it, Hayden. I'm the best damn rigger in this business, and you know it. If I were as inept as you make it sound, why is it that you're still alive and only your son's escapes go wrong? Answer me that.
That's enough. Let's get it right this time.
We're a little early.
Oh, the pressures of closing night. Everyone's a little bit edgy.
I'm not surprised. That thing could give anyone nightmares.
Well, that's all part of the escape game. You know, it's like any business. It has its pleasures and its areas of anxiety. But in this business, I mean, control is what it's all about. And controlling our fear is just as important as controlling our bodies. And I'm proud to say that trait runs in the family.
Okay, Hayden. Everything is triple checked. All systems go.
Loaded.
Fellas, give me a hand here, will you?
I've been through this before. This is my profession. I know what I'm doing.
But Ty, maybe more than another week's rehearsal.
Now is not the time.
Please,
Lynn.
Ty.
Ty, Lynn, we have guests.
Welcome back. Thank you. Good luck.
I've waited a long time for this. Turning over the crown to Ty.
Oh, I can imagine.
Let's give it a try.
Okay, quick and clean, just like the last time. You can do it.
Sure I can. I'm the son of the greatest. Runs in the blood, right?
Right. Once again, he'll have approximately 20 seconds to release himself and get out of there before the rope burns through.
500 pounds of spikes.
What a way to earn a living.
Okay, Ty. Burning.
Joseph, you've got to get him out of there. He can't do it.
Of course he can do it. He's my son.
Joseph, for God's sakes, get him out of there.
Lynn's right. He has no business doing this escape.
The mechanism's jammed!
I'm sorry. It's not your fault. I know it. Come on.
Oh, my God, Ty.
Mr. Hayden.
Okay. I perfected this escape personally. There will be no problem on the performance.
The cuffs, I couldn't get them open. They're jammed again.
Miller, I thought I told you to check.
I checked them. Hell, I built them. What next? You want me to do the escape for him?
Now, what's that supposed to mean?
I'm sorry. It doesn't mean anything. It's just that every time there's a problem, I...
Faulty equipment or maintenance, or you not checking out what you're supposed to check out. Well, I'm not taking any more chances. Get your gear and clear out. You're through.
Dad, that's all right.
I'm not trusting your life in his hands tomorrow night or any other night. I'll rig that stunt myself.
It's all right, Ty. I was getting ready to quit anyway.
Come on, son, let's check those cuffs.
Ty, we need to talk. Now.
I'll be right there, Dad.
Excuse me, I want to check these out.
Sure. Mr. Miller?
Excuse me. What do you think went wrong? I mean, who cares what I think? Well, I do.
Look, why did you let him fire you without speaking up? Why were you going to quit?
I've been working for magicians and escape artists for close to 40 years. I've never allowed anyone to get killed. I want to keep it that way. Things have been going wrong. But I'm telling you, it isn't me.
What, it's Ty?
What do you mean? He can't do it? He's incompetent or... Competent, lack of brains? Hell, I don't know. But he has no business doing escapes. That much I do know. If you'll please excuse me, I have some unemployment to file for.
Well, what now?
I think we should talk to him.
What, Ty? Good luck.
No. Hayden.
Only Benylin has it. Robitussin doesn't. Triaminic doesn't. Neither does any other cough medication. Only Benylin contains diphenhydramine, the exclusive cough suppressant introduced by doctors to over 30 million people. Benylin, same full strength, available today without prescription to relieve your cough hour after hour. Benylin from Park Davis, helping your pharmacist and your doctor help your health.
Get moving, get going, no time to waste. Wanna be, gotta be, it's just tomorrow at 8.
For big savings in every department. Like Sears Best Easy Living Satin Flat Interior Paint, just $9.88. Save $7. This Kenmore washer, just $299.99. And this dryer, just $249.99. Both large capacity with permanent press cycle. Save on this Kenmore frostless refrigerator, just $499.99.
There's more for your life.
Open 8 a.m. tomorrow only.
At Sears.
Sunday, Steven Spielberg's ultimate adventure.
Who are you people?
Richard Dreyfuss, Close Encounters of the Third Kind, starting at 8, 7 Central.
Glitter will continue in a moment.
Monday, New Year's Eve starts off with a bang at 8, 7 Central and Mountain.
Howdy.
The boys go country to rescue a Lone Star singer from a killer.
Larry Gatlin guest stars on Hardcastle and McCormick. Then,
It's a bushwhack.
their ultimate challenge was to get out alive.
Let's go.
Mark Hamill, Lee Marvin, The Big Red One, all start at 8/7 Central. Monday.
There's college basketball on this Christmas Day. Join us for News 7 Sports.
May this holiday season bring you peace, harmony, and the feeling of community from KVIA TV Channel 7.
In these difficult times, it's reassuring to know that help is available nearby. Sun Valley Regional Hospital in El Paso offers free initial evaluations for adults and adolescents experiencing emotional difficulties and free intervention for families with alcohol and drug abuse problems.
It's not wrong to ask for help. It's smart.
If you or someone you care about needs help, call Sun Valley at 544-4000. We understand.
We've never made an offer like this before.
1985 Mazda RX-7 GS is loaded for only $12,485.
Our 1985 Mazda 626 is loaded for $99.95.
The time to buy is now. 85 RX-7 GS is only $12,485, and Mazda 626s at only $99.95.
These cars must go before January 1st. We've never made an offer like this before.
And Mac, if we're very smart, we'll never do it again.
Your turn, your turn, it's your turn.
Are you sure this is the place where Turner got his parking ticket?
And 3 others as well, which means wherever he really was on the night of November 29th, he spends an awful lot of time there.
Well, we got a couple of bars, florist, hospital, and a hotel. Where do you want to start?
How about right there?
Molly. Could that be the Molly Turner was talking to earlier?
From the looks of the uniform, she's a nurse.
Hey, Molly, we're friends of his, too. We're reporters with Glitter Magazine.
Glitter? Really?
A story on him? You know how modest Turner can be.
Yeah. Sorry, I can't help you.
We just want to know what he does around here. That's all.
Look with him. Ask him yourself. Me, I've got work to do.
Molly.
Harry, let's come back tonight. That's when Turner told her he'd be by.
Tonight.
Remember what? Insert the pick and feel the tension.
Tension on the left.
You mean that's it? That's all there is to it?
Hey, Sam, that was terrific.
Now, easy can be deceptive, Mr. Dillon, depending on the conditions under which the escape. Take, for instance, at a time limit and somewhat more meaningful stakes.
You kidding?
Oh, yes. But now, Mr. Correct.
Well, yeah.
What do you want me to do?
Sit down. Give me your left hand.
Through here?
Yes. Now, you've seen these escapes can be a matter of life or death. Now, no margin for error. Oh, I know. I've been kind of hard on my son at times, but I'll tell you something, Mr. Dillon. Someday he's going to be more famous than his father. You better get working. You got 30 seconds.
Okay. Feel for the tension and...
I give up.
You know the trick. Get yourself out.
You can't just leave him there. Get him out.
I got it.
I'm sorry, Mr. Dillon, but it was the only way to really put you in our shoes. And you did ask.
I was afraid there for a minute that my penmanship was going to be ruined for life.
Yeah, well, don't be embarrassed. You did what 99 out of 100 people would do. You panicked. But if that had been a real escape with real danger, like the one my son's going to do tonight, that, Mr. Dillon, is what it's like to be a real escape artist.
Sam, are you all right?
Hey, you know, just like the great Houdini. And I'll tell you something. I'm glad I'm not Ty.
Okay, Molly. Here we go. How do I look? You look fine, Turner. All right. Come on. Hey, kids! Look who's here! Merry Christmas! Here we go! Merry Christmas! And as for you, you know what this is? A brand new valve for that ticker of yours. It's a check for $6,000.
Now, what are you two doing here?
That's all right, Molly. Seems lately they're every place I go.
Santa Claus? You come here and play Santa Claus?
You got it, pal. Once a month, whether I need it or not.
And I'll bet one of those onces was November 29th last year, wasn't it?
So, sue me.
We don't need to. Mrs. Byrne and Broderick Industries are taking care of that.
Hey, what do you guys want from me anyway, huh? Look, Santa's got a heavy schedule, so if you'll excuse me.
Look, just level with us, Turner. Did you ever see William Broderick?
Yeah, once on TV when he died.
And the will?
Turned up in my mailbox.
Oh, come on.
Hey, would Santa Claus lie? I figured it was a joke, but what the hell? I went and I filed it.
Now, listen up, you two. I don't know what your business is with Turner here, but as far as I'm concerned, he is one of the kindest, most unselfish men I've ever met. Why, if he hadn't sworn me to secrecy...
Molly, it's all right. Thank you.
Hey, what have we here? Oh, a robot. Wait, this looks like me.
Why do you keep it such a secret, Turner?
Because you were right about me. I make my living doing numbers on people. Greedy people. Ruthless people. I don't know, maybe I think of myself as some sort of Robin Hood character, you know? Redistributing the wealth. I'll tell you one thing. You show people you have a soft side, they'll take advantage of you just like that. Excuse me.
Oh, what is it?
I think maybe you should give this to someone else.
Why?
I heard the doctor talking. You shouldn't waste the money.
You think I don't know what a waste of money is and what isn't? Old Santa's been around a long time, kid. He knows when things are hopeless. He's seen kids who didn't have any chance at all. He's even seen them die. Hey, but you're not one of them, huh? You'll be on your feet in no time, tearing around here like the rest of these banshees. Here we go!
Yeah, a very long time ago, another sick little boy spent time in the hospital.
Who?
William Broderick.
Tomorrow night.
Okay. Great.
Can't be easy, can it?
What's that?
Oh, living up to the expectations of your father, you know, the great Joseph Haydn.
I guess.
You know, illusions, what these people are doing here, that's one thing. That's real skill. But this afternoon, I tried to make the guillotine escape work. I'll tell you something. It gave me a real respect for what your father's done, what you're going to be stepping into. Do you know what I understood? I mean, in terms of your life this afternoon for the first time.
What's that?
Fear. I mean, real fear.
Mr. Dillon, you can't help. I've been scared half my life. The water tank, the guillotine, all of it. All the things that Dad does without batting an eye. Racing swords and burning ropes and knife blades. To me, they're like dying. You'd think I'd get used to it. But I can't. Oh, God. What if I just hang on until he retired? Maybe move away to Hawaii or something and let me be. But you people show up, and now there's tomorrow night.
You can't work the escape?
I can work any escape. I grew up with tricks and illusions, practiced them since I was big enough to stand in a zigzag. It's not the mechanics. It's the pressure. Knowing that it's for real. The candle burns through the rope and gravity takes care of the rest unless I'm perfect like a machine. My hands sweat. My face gets hot and I freeze.
What are you gonna do?
Same thing I've always done. What Dad expects of me.
Ty, look, you can't take on that escape if you're terrified. I mean, you're going to be trying to do three things at once.
I'll be doing the escape.
Listen to me. You try that escape tomorrow night, it'll be the same thing as killing yourself.
And that'll be the end of it. Won't it?
It's Sears' biggest Big Bright and White sale. 50% off both our best-selling towels and our best-selling sheet sets. Fabulous special purchase on bedspreads and comforters. Color-made towels, $3.49. Cotton-rich sheet sets, $6.99. Assorted bedspreads, comforters, twin to king size, $19.99. Terrific buys. The Big Bright and White sale's on at Sears.
There's more for your life.
In every color, pattern, and price. Right now.
At Sears.
The other day, my boyfriend was touching my skin, and he said, "You feel so smooth and so good," and that's when I told him I'd been using Dove.
We asked women across America to give up their ordinary soap and take the Dove 7-day test.
With soap, my skin felt dry and brittle, but after 7 days with Dove, it feels soft and supple.
Dove is 1/4 moisturizing cream. It doesn't dry your face like soap.
With Dove, I feel like I'm washing my face with cream. It's almost like getting a massage.
Dove is better than soap. You can feel it in your skin.
Burger King presents 8 simple words that can change your life.
I'll never eat a fried quarter pounder again.
8 simple words, and you're on your way to Burger King for one of our double burgers. A 1/4 pound of beef, plain broiled, not fried. 1/4 pound double hamburger, double cheeseburger, or bacon double cheeseburger. America, you never have to eat a fried 1/4 pounder again.
Never. 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 Never.
Aren't you hungry for Burger King now?
Introducing extra sugar-free gum from Wrigley's.
Extra flavor, extra fun, it is sugar-free gum.
Extra. Wrigley's new sugar-free gum with NutraSweet gives you extra refreshing flavor that lasts an extra, extra, extra long time.
Extra flavor for that extra long haul. Extra flavor for that extra long call. Wrigley's Extra, the extra fresh flavor lasts an extra
extra sugar-free gum from Wrigley's.
Saturday, when a gypsy king is murdered,
I want justice.
his niece finds revenge.
We're cursed.
With T.J. Hooker. Then, would you believe... Don Adams gets smart on the Love Boat.
He's got me talking to fish.
Saturday.
What are you doing here so early?
Research for Terry. Shelley's down at the Hall of Records.
Oh, what kind of research?
Phone calls mostly. Do you have any idea how unpleasant people can be at this hour of the morning?
Yes.
Oh, yeah. I've been here since 7, and you know Terry. She's so gun-ho, she gets here at 6 and expects everyone else to be here.
Chip.
Terry, how you doing?
Well, I'm a little anxious. You got anything for me?
Yeah, I was just on my way to your office. Here.
How are you at Bridge Versions?
Well, William Broderick was among the people who made large private contributions to the Bradley Hospital for Children to the tune of $2.4 million in the past 2 years alone. How's that?
Sensational. Shelley couldn't have done better herself.
The only thing I didn't find out is why he gave the hospital all that money.
Well, we think that Broderick was a patient back in 1932 and that they saved his life.
Not only was he there in 1932, he was also there on the night of November 29th, 1983, for a talk with the executive director with whom I just talked.
Whoa, and I'll just bet Broderick visited the ward and saw a man dressed up as Santa.
And demonstrating selflessness and compassion.
Oh, come on, Earl. We gotta go tell Turner. Bye.
But I told you, I made this whole thing up. God, this is so weird. I mean, I never even met this William Broderick.
Right, and he never met you, but he saw you that night.
Playing Santa Claus, and you must impress the hell out of him because he got your name from the hospital director.
What? You mean the will is real?
We figure Broderick had it mailed to you after he died because he didn't think his associates would file it if they knew its contents.
What? I'm a millionaire?
The stock you now own is worth that much, yes.
Mama, your bouncing baby boy is rich! Hello!
Good morning. May I come in?
Why, certainly, Ms. Byrne.
Oh, Miss Randolph, Mr. Tobin. I wanted to be the first to tell you the good news. It seems the handwriting expert found that the will you filed is indeed genuine. I apologize if I seemed a little tentative before. You do understand, don't you?
Perfect. You didn't come here to apologize. You came here to try to save your tail. The good news is, I intend to kick it from here to next Tuesday.
Hang on, Turner. You're the boss now, remember?
You got that right.
What I'm saying is you're the boss because William Broderick thought your compassion and selflessness should be rewarded and utilized, remember?
Wait a minute. You're not going to let Miss Goody Two-Face here slime her way off the hook.
Oh, come on. You don't have to be the toughest kid on the block anymore, Turner. You can afford to be what William Broderick knew you were all along.
Well, Mrs. Byrne, I guess if Broderick hired you, you must be okay.
Oh, why, thank you, Mr. Jones.
After all, he obviously was one hell of a good judge of character.
Merry Christmas, Mrs. Byrne.
Hayden the Magnificent, ladies and gentlemen, in his farewell performance.
You ready, son?
Just have to check out the equipment one more time. I love you, Dad. Good luck, son. Dylan, no time for conversation right now. With Miller gone, I'm not going to help my son check out the stunt.
No, listen. You can't let him do this. He can't do the escape.
You've got to be joking.
No,
It's no joke.
I'm not joking. Listen to me. He is terrified of escapes. Always has been for his entire life.
Dylan, you don't know what you're talking about.
Lynn, that's why you came to my office that day, isn't it? Ty's too frightened to handle that escape. Tell him, Lynn, please.
Stop it. Ty is not a coward. He's my son. That says it all. He's never been afraid a day in his life. Tell him, Lynn.
Ladies and gentlemen, Ty Hayden, in his world premiere performance, faces the bed of death. After he is shackled by tempered steel bonds and the curtains are drawn, he will have only the time it takes for the candle to burn through the rope to free himself and make his escape. Please, we must have absolute silence at this time.
He used to wish he'd been born a girl. Did you know that?
Lynn.
He used to wish that he'd been born your daughter, so that you treat him with a little love instead of like some kind of dog that has to do tricks to get your affection.
That's not true.
That is true. Tell you, because if I did, he said he would have left. But you never would have believed me anyway. He's terrified.
Why didn't you tell me?
Because he is so desperate for one tiny little shred of affection from you that he would do anything to get some love from you, including getting himself killed.
Only seconds remain before the rope burns through and 500 pounds of steel spikes are released.
Stop this. I didn't know till just now that you hate doing this stuff. Okay. No more escapes. You don't have to prove yourself to me. I'm just a stupid old man who stopped seeing straight the day your mother died. And I guess that's why I've been keeping you at arm's length. I didn't want to get hurt again. But you know something?
What's that?
I love you.
Come here. You know how to spell double retirement?
I think so.
Then we got the story. I think we should make ourselves disappear.
Mm-hmm.
We'll be back in a moment.
Get moving, get going, no time to waste. Wanna be, gotta be, it's just tomorrow at 8.
For big savings in every department. Like Sears Best Easy Living Satin Flat Interior Paint, just $9.88. Save $7. This Kenmore washer, just $299.99. And this dryer, just $249.99. Both large capacity with permanent press cycle. Save on this Kenmore frostless refrigerator, just $499.99.
There's more for your life.
Open 8 a.m. tomorrow only.
At Sears.
It's your fault my throat still hurts. There's no maximum strength Sucrets.
Here's new maximum strength Sucrets.
Now with 25% more medicine, longer-lasting temporary relief for minor sore throat pain. New maximum strength Sucrets.
Now, 25% more medicine.
You're wasting toothpaste. I want all this protection. You want triple protection Aquafresh.
Cavity-fighting fluoride, breath-freshening gel, gentle effective cleaners in one complete toothpaste.
Mothers prefer it.
Triple protection Aquafresh, a complete toothpaste.
One man, one machine. The year of the Street Hawk begins Friday, January 4th on ABC.
7th-ranked South Carolina is 10-1. 9th-ranked Oklahoma State is 9-2. Catch this top 10 matchup in the Gator Bowl Friday at 8 Eastern on ABC Sports.
This is Frank Gifford. Tomorrow on Good Morning America, the advances in teaching children with learning disabilities. We'll tell you what you can do with your ugly and unwanted Christmas gifts. Thursday, Tony Bennett on Good Morning America.
Sunday, witness some medical marvels on Ripley's Believe It or Not. Then Richard Dreyfuss stars in The Ultimate Adventure. Close Encounters of the Third Kind, the ABC Sunday night movie. Now stay tuned for Paper Dolls. Next.
A real-life fame, the high school and the amazing teacher behind it. Watch 2020 Thursday.
An ABC News Brief brought to you by Michelob Beer. Now from Washington, Steve Shepard.
Good evening. On this Christmas night in El Salvador, a brief rebel-sponsored ceasefire reportedly has been shattered. Army officials and rebel leaders are blaming each other for that breakdown. Israeli Prime Minister Shimon Peres says Secretary of State Schultz was moralizing when he warned Israel that it must hasten its economic recovery or the U.S. may cut off future aid. If you're looking for that man-made Christmas comet to pass across the sky this evening, you might as well stop. Due to heavy cloud cover over U.S. observation posts, the comet experiment carried on board a West German satellite has been postponed. Now this.
Where you're going, you've always known it. Where you're going, it's big below. Where you're going, it's big below.
In Rome, Pope John Paul II greeted Christmas Day visitors to the Vatican in 47 different languages. He pledged Catholic solidarity with the poor, especially those suffering in drought-stricken Africa. And a month to the day after doctors placed an artificial heart in his chest, William Schrader had a quiet Christmas with his family. That's News Brief later on Nightline Christmas Movies.
How many times have people asked us, what do you want for Christmas? But what we really want, we never mention. Intangible things like happiness and health, peace of heart, and a joyous outlook on life. These gifts, and they are gifts, are the greatest treasures we can receive. So the next time someone asks, what do you want for Christmas? Maybe we might stop a moment and think about how many of the real gifts we possess already. From all of us at Rudolph Chevrolet, have a very Merry Christmas.
Part 2 in a week-long series on sperm banks, focusing today on the donors. That report tonight at 10 on News 7.
Warmest wishes for a happy holiday season from all of us at KVIA TV Channel 7.